gonna show you how I beat the Corruptor in the corruption event in Roblox 100 Days at Sea. Usually I start off by saving the fisherman so I can get a dinghy to explore the islands. To open up the portal to the Corruptor, you need to defeat big bosses like the Kraken, Yeti or Ancient Squid. So before taking them on, make sure you gear up properly by stocking up on resources and getting good weapons. And here's a trick I always use. I never upgrade the bonfire on the first day so it stays daytime. Because once you upgrade the bonfire, the day skips and you'll have to deal with the anglerfish. So don't upgrade the bonfire yet until you feel like your base is ready to properly start the game. Set up the crab traps you get from the fisherman so you can always prepare some chowder before going out to explore, because you're gonna need a ton of foods. In this run I decided to raid all of the oil rigs first, which are packed with rifle survivors, so you can get shelters to boost your day multiplier and progress through the days much faster. And this is where I had to raid the biggest base, which was crawling with rival survivors. I couldn't just take them all on at once, so I had to fall back and heal up since my health was dangerously low. Once I was back at full health, I headed straight back to the oil rig and cleared it out. At this point, I only had a machete, a flintlock and a rifle. No blunderbuss or kinda shotgun yet, so taking down groups of enemies was definitely tricky and pretty tough, but it's totally doable if you stay patient and play it smart. Does this help you reach day 100 much faster? You also get a ton of loot from every oil rig you clear. You can grab plenty of scrap metal, wood, chowder or even weapons dropped by the rifle survivors you defeat. After clearing all the oil rigs and gathering enough resources, I finally decided to kick off the game and light up the bonfire. And on day 1 as expected, I got attacked by a ghost ship, which was an absolute piece of cake. This was my first shard, bought from Muku Muku for 500 doubloons. It's tricky since that's a lot of cash, but luckily clearing all those oil rigs earlier gave me more than enough doubloons to buy it easily. Next thing I needed to do was recruit the survivors, because I couldn't focus on boss fights while having to constantly loot resources myself. My second shard came from the Kraken attacking my base on day 33. Taking down the Kraken is super easy. Just get close to the tentacles and learn the patterns. You can even beat it with just a machete. And for the third shard, I plan to raid the Ghost Pirate stronghold to get a Galleon Bell. This bell spawns the Galleon ship home to Greenbeard. The ghost ship boss defeating Greenbeard drops the powerful boomstick and my third corruption shard. Lucky and unlucky at the same time. While raiding the Galleon ship, a Kraken attacked me at night. I couldn't finish the raid at once, so I had to retreat the base to deal with the Kraken first. That gave me my third corruption shard. After dealing with the Kraken, I headed back to the Galleon ship to take on Greenbeard. Snagged my fourth corruption shard and grabbed the boomstick, the ultimate weapon I'd rely on to crush the Corruptor. Defeating Greenbeard skipped me right past day 100, meaning I officially beat 100 days at sea. But since my main goal was to defeat the Corruptor, I kept going. Once again on day 145, I got attacked by the Kraken, allowing me to collect my final corruption shard. Which means in total, I got 3 of my corruption shards just from Kraken attacks. Well, even though I already had all 5 shards, I decided to head to the ice biome to take down the Yeti. Defeating the Yeti gave me the ice staff. Honestly, the ice staff itself isn't that strong, but its passive attack is extremely useful. By equipping the ice staff, you get a passive ability where 3 ice shards float around your body and continuously attack enemies with no limits, which is super helpful when fighting the Corruptor. Now it's time to me for defeat the Corruptor. I headed over the cargo ship where there is a portal that opens once you've collected all the shards, which takes you straight to the Corruptor dungeon. And the journey through this Corruptor dungeon is insanely long. In the first section, you have to blow up a few walls. After that, you will face a whole bunch of weird jellyfish-like creators that shoot lasers that deal massive damage, and I honestly struggle quite a bit with that. In this section, to unlock some of the doors, there are puzzles you have to solve by memorizing the sequence of colors that appear on the screen. In this area, there are tons of treasure chests, as well as monsters disguised as chests. Some of these chests contain batteries that you need to install to unlock the doors. In this part, there's a scale that you need to fill with crates found around the area, and you have to reach the target number shown on the scale to unlock the door. And finally, you reach the Corruptor's lair. At first, I thought taking down the Corruptor would be super easy since he only had 500 health points, which was nothing for me to beat. Turns out it was all a trick. As soon as the 500 HP ran out, he respawned with a massive 20,000 HP. Luckily, I brought enough weapons and ammo to finish off the Corruptor. Fortunately, I also stacked up on bandages and medkits to heal up whenever my health go low. Because the main problem here was once again those jellyfish creators shooting lasers at you during the fight. I even completely ran out of handgun ammo. I took down half of the Corruptor's HP using my handgun and boomstick, and for the remaining half, I went full boomstick on him. Even after defeating the Corruptor, those jellyfish creatures were still being a huge pain. So I had to clear them out first before I could finally focus on collecting the rewards and the treasure chest dropped by the Corruptor. The treasure chest dropped by the Corruptor contains a Void Slicer. What do you guys think? Should I review how strong the Void Slicer actually is? Let me know in the comments if you want to see me review the Void Slicer. Well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more 100 Days at Sea or Animal Hospital Anomaly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.